What is up, you guys? Okay, so I'm not gonna film a lot of myself today. I'm tired. And of course the phone would ring in my intro. That feeling when you think you're gonna have the kitchen to yourself for hours and you don't! Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that I am trying to make a modified chicken tender recipe. Well, chickpea chicken tender recipe. I found it from Sam James on YouTube, who I will link in the description below. And she found it from veganheaven.org, I think. I'll link the recipe down below too. But basically, I'm just modifying it by throwing all kinds of stuff in my food processor and baking it for the same amount of time, and we'll see what happens. All my spices, I have horseradish mustard, garlic powder, paprika, sea salt, nutritional yeast, onion powder, which the recipe doesn't call for, black pepper, and I'm using almond meal rather than ground oats, so we'll see how that turns out. And of course my chickpeas, which are in a can over there. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 small onion, but I think I'm going to do half of this onion because I put some onion powder in the spices. And I'm also gonna cook it up with some cilantro. Am I Instagram aesthetic yet? Probably not, but it looks pretty neat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm 12. Okay, the onion is sizzling away in the pan, looking pretty good. So now the oven is preheating, and I'm gonna prep the breadcrumbs. Well, I was super shocked that my the breadcrumbs in the fridge, I guess they're not mine, but the breadcrumbs the family purchased in the fridge have milk in them. Like, why? Whoops. I don't know. So I'm using these panko breadcrumbs, and I just added some Italian seasoning, which the recipe also didn't call for, but we'll see. Disclaimer, I'm not actually a full vegan. I'm not even a full vegetarian. I'm more of a ethically sustainable pescatarian. And that's just because of the household that I live in. I live in a super non-plant-based household. So, you know, I do the best with what I can. But since this is a fully vegan recipe, I wanted to try to make it fully vegan. So that's what we're doing here today. In the oven, the onions are cooking up nicely. So I'd say we're good in there. If these were supposed to be drained, I'm assuming they are. But I saved the juice just in case. So, here we go. I didn't have the free hand to film the onions, but those are in there too. Whoops, one just went flying. So then the last thing is the mustard. I don't remember how much the recipe said, and I'm filming on my phone, so we're just gonna do a loop. Okay. You're supposed to add water. Okay, water is in. Let's see. That's a little more dough-like. Bean juice everywhere. Okay. So, my nuggies were supposed to bake for 15 minutes on 350. This is the product of about 30 minutes on 375. But 1, my oven is dying, and 2, my nuggies are gigantic. Probably a little too big. I think they all should have been like this size. So, hi guys. So this is several days later and my 5th time trying to film this outro. I'm gonna keep it brief. This flashing light is so annoying. I'm probably not going to cut that. Anyway, so I got interrupted and I ended up eating the nuggets without you guys. I know. I'm sorry. That was awful of me. I ate them with some hot sauce and they were delicious. I had my mom try them. She liked them. She doesn't usually like that type of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to put a short list right here of things that I would change for next time. But overall, for just loosely following a recipe and super adapting it, I was really, really happy with them and they were super delicious. So by all means, please try this recipe. It is so good. And thank you for watching the very first video on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.